Welcome to HDTV. You now rocking with your boy. Now, I'm sitting here like looking at this game as now you don't call a lot of fouls no more because now you saw the first game messed y'all up with your ratings. So now this game, you guys basically wanted to make it kind of an even playing field by giving all the Lakers the calls early on, and then later on in the game you want to give the Nuggets the call, so you kind of balanced it out so you can make it a game so where people look at this box score and be like, okay, it was a fair game of calling fouls. So to me, the NBA has really been trash. Like, it really has let us down. They're trying to make this guy the greatest of all time when he's not. This guy here continues to get bailed out. He got bailed out by Anthony Davis. And all his fans are going to say, well, he was on the court. You see, he was on the court. You know, he was a diversion. No, he was supposed to get the ball and dunk it or at least lay it up. The play was for him. He ran away from the moment again. And this is a guy who y'all say is the most clutches and he's the greatest of all time. No, he's not. He's not the greatest. They cheated the Nuggets the first game by giving him all the fouls and putting Joker and Murray in foul trouble. They did the same thing in this one. They were putting Joker and Murray and them guys in foul trouble. Lucky for them that their bench came in and stepped up. Dozier came in and changed the whole game by just attacking the basket and giving the ball to his guys. Jeremy Grant once again locked up LeBron, but LeBron was throwing him out the way, pushing him out the way and everything, and running him over, offensive fouling him. In this game, they gave the Nuggets more free throws because they saw the first game, they gave the Lakers all the free throws. So now they're like, okay, now you guys can't complain. Well, we gave the Nuggets free throws. It's when you call the free throws. Okay? People don't understand. It's when you call the free throws. When you call the free throws at certain parts of the game, like in the waning moments of the clutch or in the waning moments of the first half, it basically, what it does is it changes the momentum and it messes the tempo up. The Nuggets this game were able to get some scores. Jamal Murray was able to get going. Him and Joker were able to get going and get their buckets, get everybody else involved. Michael Porter Jr. was put on the bench too soon. Malone has got to continue playing him when he was hot. Porter Jr. was hot. You should have left him in there. He would have shot the Lakers out the gym. Monte Morris hit some key shots. Gary Harris, he didn't really have a big scoring night, but what he did was he was able to facilitate. He was able to keep moving the ball. Mason Plumlee can do only all he can do. They keep calling fouls on him every time he gets up on AD. So that's just how it's gonna be. Anthony Davis played another great game. 31 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. LeBron got most of his points in the first half. He ended with 26 and 11 rebounds. And Dwight Howard, man, can somebody teach him how not to just foul everybody? He been fouling everybody since he been in the bubble. Every play he knocking somebody on their head. Every play. Rajon Rondo continues to show you that he knows how to run the point. He gets everybody involved. When Rondo's running the point and LeBron goes to the bench, the game is ran much smoother. That is how you play point guard. LeBron James cannot play point guard. And you guys are going to say, well, look at what he did. LeBron ain't do nothing. His passing was atrocious, and then down the stretch, he had two bad plays, which almost cost the Lakers the game. If it wasn't for that AD shot, we would have been talking about his blunders at the end of the game. If it weren't for the Nuggets choking on that ball where they lost the ball out of bounds, they could have grabbed the ball and then they could have got fouled, went down the other end and hit some free throws. But no, they knocked the ball out of bounds. And then whoever, when they switched, the guy who was on AD originally should have ran with AD, and as soon as he got it, put his hands up and got into his comfort zone. That would have been able to slow that shot down. But see, this is what I'm talking about. This era does not know how to play perfect defense. They don't know how to play fundamental defense. This league today is so watered down. The Lakers should have won this game by 15 or 20. You had the refs helping you. You had your possessions. Your bench was playing. You basically had plenty opportunities to put this game away, but no, you didn't. You didn't put it away. You guys played around with them, and the refs, of course, what they did was they basically gave the Nuggets free throw attempts. The Nuggets was missing free throws. They were missing their free throws in key situations. Millsap, man, I don't know how Millsap, man, is terrible. He played terrible, man. He played terrible. Torrey Craig played some good defense. He did his thing, but I was real disappointed in Mike Malone not going with Michael Porter Jr. late. You have to close the game with Michael Porter. But Michael Porter also has to learn you got to play defense. You can't just play one side of the goddamn ball. And this is why I hate today's NBA. Back in the day, well, it ain't back in the day because I'm not old, but in the 90s and especially in the in the 80s, guys played both sides of the ball. You wouldn't get on the court if you couldn't play both sides of the ball. You would be out. You would be out the league. You would be out the league, period. These players today are so terrible fundamentally on the offensive and defensive end. It's not even funny. So, and you saw what Anthony Davis did. Anthony Davis yelled Kobe. That's to show all you little Lebrownie fans that Lebrownies is not on Kobe's level. Never has been. And you're seeing it now. This guy struggles in late game situations. If he didn't have Anthony Davis, I don't think this Laker team even gets in the playoffs. Seriously. Anthony Davis has been saving this guy's bacon all year, but yet he doesn't get any credit. Anthony Davis has been balling. He don't get no credit, and it's a travesty. This is why I don't like LeBron James. And y'all can call me a hater. I really don't give a shit. Y'all can kiss both my red ass cheeks. I don't hate this man. I'm just tired of the BS narrative to make him greater than what he is, and he's not. This guy here is the most overrated superstar I've ever seen in my life. He offensive fouls. He fouls on defense. He fouls on the rebound. He extends his arm when he goes up for a layup or goes up for a shot. He's always flopping. And you guys give him a pass. Anthony Davis has been putting in the work day in, day out. The only problem with AD is he's soft, and he's soft as cottonelle tissue. But when it's time for him to play, he plays the game. Skill-wise, he is very good at what he does, but his mindset, he is very soft. You can get in his head, you can beat him up and take him out the game. And that's facts. So I don't want to hear all this crap about, oh man, look what the Lakers did. Look at this and everything. Yeah, I saw what they did. They almost choked the game away. The refs gave you a 9 to 11 point lead at half. Then down the stretch, you guys was getting killed. They was hitting the 3 on you. They was hitting the 2s on you. They were getting to the free throw line. They were making some and missing some at the end. Now rebounds, the Lakers are going to out-rebound them. because Dwight Howard is fouling everybody and knocking everybody on their head. Millsap gave him that look like, man, I'm finna knock this man out. Millsap was finna knock Dwight Howard out. Seriously. He was finna punch him right in his mouth. The Lakers have too many turnovers. You got 23 turnovers. 23 to Denver's 19. You committed 30 personal fouls, which you should have been called for more. You should have had 40 or 45 personal fouls from watching the game and how y'all were fouling. It's a joke. This whole series is a joke. It's a big joke, man. And you guys are gonna be all like, man, you just hate. Nobody hating. This guy's not good. He's not. Now guys talking about, oh, it's a team effort, man. You know what I'm saying? LeBron. When you guys say LeBron basically is all that, he's the one who does everything. He's the one winning all these games by himself. You guys don't make any sense, man. Lebrownie fans are just so pitiful, man. It's not even funny. You guys are dick ride this man till the end, jump off a bridge for him, but y'all wouldn't give the same love to Kobe. Y'all wouldn't give him any love, and y'all already putting this guy on the same level as Kobe, which is a travesty. You all ought to have your basketball card revoked. This guy here has been carried by the league for years. He continues to get helped by the league. The guy should have been thrown out the game for throwing his flare in his hands and getting upset going at the refs, but they can't do it because he's the league. They need him to sell the merchandise, but guess what? He ain't selling, league. The ratings are still down. Nobody likes this guy. The only ones who like him are idiots and delusionists who don't know any better. This dude has 6 turnovers down the stretch. 6 turnovers down the stretch. Free throw line, he shot 3 for 4, which is 75%. The guy continues to struggle from the free throw line. It's 38% from the three-pointer. He shot 3 times and he attempted 8 threes and made only 3. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, dog, this guy was a -9 on the court. The Nuggets have to understand. Malone did a great job. When he basically put in Dozier. Dozier really changed the outcome of the game. He kind of tilted it toward the Nuggets. When he came in the game, he helped the Nuggets out tremendously, especially attacking the basket. He came in there, attacked the basket. He was forcing the defense to play him. He was kicking the ball out to his shooters. They were making it. Jeremy Grant has been giving Lebrownies problems. And they put him in foul trouble early because he was shutting Lebrownies down. And the only time Lebrownies was scoring was when he went out the game. He was giving his forearm. He kept knocking Jeremy Grant on his head. And it's like, dog, when are y'all going to call offensive foul on this dude, dog? It made me sick. Jeremy Grant is being officiated terribly this series. Last series, he was allowed to do what he wanted to do. The series before, he was allowed to do what he wanted to do. Now, all of a sudden, he can't do nothing because you guys don't want him to keep shutting your bum down. Lebrownies is done. Anthony Davis is saving you, bro. Anthony Davis is saving you just like Kyrie saved you, just like Ray Allen saved you. You continue being saved just like your supporting cast, Larry Hughes and those guys. Antoine Jameson saved you. Those guys used to save you all the time. All you do is go out in the first half, you blow your whole load, and then you piggyback the third quarter. And in the fourth quarter, you get some buckets. Then when it gets 5 minutes or late in the game, you turning the ball over, you messing up on defensive assignments. You should have been helping D. Howard and them on the switches. You letting them get cooked by Joker. You not even coming over to help. This guy's terrible, man. I don't know how y'all like him, but the Lakers won this game. AD hit the last second shot. Kudos to AD for growing some balls and actually being able to take the shot and hit it this time, because Lebrownies ran away from it. He was just standing there like, I'm not going for that ball, when the play was for him to get the ball. But his little apologists like Cliff and all of them gonna come and say, well, you know, man, like Cliff, Ed, and Rick Turner gonna come and talk about, oh, well, it's a team sport, you know, he's a buster. He's soft. All right? He's soft. He's soft. He's fake. He ain't nothing but a media agenda. And this is a shout out to Germ. He's a bum. And if you don't like it, y'all can unsubscribe from me. I don't give a damn. He's a bum. He's soft. He almost cost the Lakers that game. He played like a ussy. This supposed to be your team. You're supposed to be the guy. He's not Magic. He's not Michael. He's not Kobe. He's not Bird. He's not Wilt. He's just a product made from the NBA to sell to you idiots like y'all, like Cliff, Germ, Ed, all of them idiots, because they're brainwashed. So get the blue pill out your ass and start taking the red pill and see what it is. I'm done. Like I said, the Lakers are winning this in 4 games. I already told you guys. Miami and Boston going 7. I'm going to give a review on the Boston and Miami game. I think that comes on tomorrow, or today. Today it is today. I don't know what time it come on. I'm going to see. But that's been the best series. This series has been pathetic. The Nuggets in the second half, they did their job. They came out and made some shots. They move the ball well. If they move the ball and get the ball to shooters, they'll be able to capitalize. Morris and Harris, they're okay, but they're not going to bring it home. You got to let Michael Porter Jr. close the game. You got to let him close the game. You got to let him close the game along with Murray and along with Joker. And you have to let those guys do their thing at the end. Malone at times, to me, what Malone ought to do, I think he ought to run a zone certain plays. Run a zone. Force them to shoot that ball from outside, because they're not going to hit the shots like that. The Lakers are a very, 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 how do I say? They're very, what do I say? They're a very streaky team. They'll be hot 1 minute and they'll go cold in an instant. Force them to shoot. Play some traps. Trap them. You trap LeBron James as soon as he gets the ball. Play him at full court. If you play him at full court and trap him, he's going to turn the ball over. He's not a real good ball handler. All he's going to do is use his forearm to keep knocking you over, running you over. They can't give him, they're not going to let him just keep doing that all game. You're going to get at least 1 or 2 calls on that. When you do, capitalize on it. Capitalize on the calls you're getting, because you're not going to get no more calls like this you did last night. What they're going to do is they're going to start making calls to help the Lakers. It's just the truth. You have to play smart. You guys aren't nobodies. You're not going to get the call like that. But when you do, you need to capitalize and make your free throws. Torrey Craig does not work on LeBron. That's why I'm saying when he's guarding LeBron, trap him. Let Craig play him full court. He'll have a better chance doing that because he's quicker. He can slide his feet better. But if you let him play him just half court, he's going to get killed, because all LeBron going to do is run him over with that forearm. He either going to dunk it or lay it up. That's all he's going to do. He has no moves. He has no moves. And in the second half, he's going to fade away, and all you got to do is focus on AD. That's if that's how the Nuggets can win. That's how they need to play. Millsap, if he's not doing what he's doing, put his ass on the bench and then bring him back sparingly. Rotate your guys. Plumlee, help Plumlee out. They're going to call fouls on Plumlee and Jeremy Grant. They're going to call fouls on those guys because those guys are defensive guys. They give the Lakers problems. They give them problems. So what you have to do, you have to trap them, run a full court trap on them, on LeBron, and then get back in position. When AD gets it, push AD out. Get physical with AD. Soon as AD go up, give him a little bow to the chest, and then go up like you're going up for the rebound. Do the little things. Poke him in his back. Grab his jersey. Grab his pants. Pull his pants down some. These are techniques that will get him off his game. AD is very mental. If you get with him mentally and physically, you can get him out the game. Lebrownies is physical. If you get physical with him, get in his head, push him, do all that, make him pissed off, he's going to turn the ball over. Now, when Rondo comes in, you need to stop his rhythm and stop his flow. The second half, you did a better job. You actually were guarding him. You were giving him problems on the pick and roll. You were giving him problems on the screens and getting your shooters open. He is not that good defensively no more. You have to make him work. Alex Caruso is a bum. He's a front runner. If you stop him in transition, he's done for the game. That's all the Lakers are doing, beating you. They're just doing transition. They're killing you in the transition. That's it. If you stop them from transition and getting those transition points, you beat the Lakers because their half court sets are trash. They suck in the half court. But see, you're letting Danny Green creep out to the three on the transition and he hitting the three. You can easily nullify that. All you got to do is stick your guys on transition, get in their way, and you win the game. The Nuggets, that's all they have to do. Stop their transition, run pick and rolls with them, get LeBron James in pick and roll situations. He doesn't know how to play defense well. His footwork is terrible. When he's sliding his feet, it's like he's about to fall every play. This guy fell like 3 or 4 times. They call a foul on the Nuggets when he fell. It's a joke. So all you have to do is shut them down, transition. Joker needs to attack early in game 3. Joker, you have to be aggressive, man. You're gonna have to turn into the Joker. Right now, you're playing like a regular old king, a regular old queen. That's what you're playing like. You're playing soft, son. You're playing like LaMarcus Aldridge. I need you to be Tim Duncan and Bird in this series. You got to be them. Don't be LaMarcus Aldridge. Be them. Jamal Murray, keep attacking the basket in transition. Run they ass because they suck on transition defense. And if you run them up and down the court, LeBron's going to get tired. He's going to be missing shots. He's going to go to the bench early. That's when you capitalize. Put Kyle Kuzma in pick and roll situations and attack him on the defensive end. He's not a good defender. Come on, this is basketball 101. You guys don't see this? Dwight Howard, you have to box him out. When you boxed him out in the second half, he started getting all these foul calls. He was getting all these foul calls. He was getting them. He was getting frustrated and he got a tech. That's how you frustrate him. Box him out. Get in his head. Box him out. Him and JaVale McGee, they are nothing. If you box them out, you will frustrate them. You cannot allow the Lakers to out-rebound you 44-31. That cannot happen. You have to box out. Offensively, go after the offensive boards because they don't box out well. They don't. And that's how the Nuggets will win. Dozier, keep playing Dozier. Bring him in a little earlier. Don't bring him in the second half when he's, bring him in early in the first half. Let him get going. That'll change it up because he'll attack the basket. That's something they haven't seen. And he can handle the ball and he could pass. He can shoot the mid-range. So let him play early in the game, Malone. The Lakers, all y'all got to do is just keep doing you and let the refs control the game. And all y'all got to do is just not make mistakes. Y'all will win. But they so mentally weak and stupid, they going to cost themselves the game. But this is a sweep. 4 games, like I said, 5 at most. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming content. If you want to donate to the page, you can cash at me at Harry2, which is HARRY2. Again, if you want to cash at me, donate to the page, just cash at me at Harry2, HARRY2. And we out. Aloha, boy.